All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I'm with the one and only Sweiss.
Thanks, David, for the intro. That was great.
Give it up for our boy David right here. Yeah, dude, come on. David's everywhere. He's our engineer. He's our co-pilot, and he has the best mustache I've ever seen. So, week 2, you went 4-2, bets to hammer.
Yes, sir.
Week 2 underdogs.
Well, wait, speaking of, Bills in the under. Let's talk about that sweat.
Pretty pleased.
That was a lot of sweating.
That was awful.
Ray was sweating a lot.
But I feel like Tua bailed you out.
I feel like you mean his brain or his concussion? I don't know.
It's true. I do feel like he bailed you out, though. I mean, you were sweating hard.
Well, we were sweating
for a minute.
Hard.
We were having a good time.
They scored 31 in the first half, and they need to get under 48.5. So
yeah, dude, that's
it was big sweat.
I was pissed off that I didn't take that bet. That I'll be honest, I was rooting against you at the end. I was like, "Fucking score another one, motherfucker! Come on."
That is fucked, David. But
I'm sorry, dude. My ego kicked in.
That was the first dog to
pride.
fall. But as you can see, a lot of dogs hit this week.
A lot of dogs did hit, just not the ones that we bet on, which is fine. But you did good, and please let the people know. Tell me, betting public has been bad. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so betting public, meaning you, Ray, and David, that's the betting public.
Dude, we fucking suck.
But isn't this for the public?
It's for the public, but the public
Not
never
for
listens.
you.
The public never
It's
listens.
for us.
The public
The show
never
should be
listens.
called Sweiss' show for him.
The public does not listen. They want instant gratification and want, oh, you have a lock? I'm going to cash that shit. That's like Ray every week with his fucking bets.
Can we talk also? Can we also? Yeah, we're betting because you told us to.
All right. Well, let's just go over the betting.
Let's move on.
The betting public. No. So the betting public is like the average person who bets on their team.
Right.
Doesn't do too much research.
Superstitious, maybe.
Yeah. So the betting public was 11-20-1 against the spread so far this season.
Look at David's pulling out his laptop because he's going to put some bets in.
Which is the second worst start for the betting public through 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So the public last year had a great year, meaning the sports books were down. So that's when you think of the public, you think of they're betting against the sports books.
How do you know they were down though? Well, how do you find that out? I'm just curious.
We use a website called Action Network to find out that data. We also have a whole research team of our interns from Syracuse. Shout out, who's doing a lot of good research in the background here to help me with this information that I'm sharing.
I love it. Is that all for betting public has been bad?
Yeah, they're never going to turn it around this year, so you should probably stick with what I'm telling you to do.
You mean the Seahawks and Patriots take the under and I lost?
That was not on the show, but yes.
Just saying.
When I'm on 4 hours of sleep and you ask me for a pick after a UFC fight
So you gave me the wrong pick.
Yeah, I did. On purpose.
We talked about this. We talked about how he gives out bad picks.
Well, why don't you listen? I have had multiple of my clients this week, and if you guys are listening, tell me, oh, bro, I should have tailed your picks. I fucking went stupid with the teasers and parlays.
I'm not saying you're not good at what you do. You're obviously good at what you do. This is you right
I'm in
here.
the top 5% of NFL bettors in the world.
According to who?
According to a sports book.
Okay, which sports book?
One of the ones that are not Hard Rock or FanDuel or those.
Okay. Why do I feel like you're sweating a little bit? I can see a little bit of spit coming here.
I'm not sweating.
All right. Okay.
Should I have this energy drink?
That's water.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I wish it was alcohol.
Let's go to his bread and butter, the bets to hammer.
This was.
Okay,
There
Cardinals +3. Why do you like Cardinals +3? Because also I think this is going to be a really good game. I like the
a lot of scoring.
I like the lines in this, but you like Cardinals +3.
So the line opened with the Lions favored by 4.5. However, the line has moved down to 3 points. So initially, you would be taking the Lions to win by 5 or more. Now they just need to win by 3 or more for you to win your bet.
I like that.
Which seems easy. But that means when you see that line movement go in that direction, that means that you should be taking the Cardinals actually in this spot.
Interesting.
Kyler Murray, 65% with a 25% ROI as an underdog in his career.
His jersey from last game is going to the Hall of Fame. He's one of the top 5 quarterbacks for over 250 yards.
Really? I didn't know that.
For also rushing and something else. But yes.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the Cardinals, they've been scoring the first 2 weeks. They crushed the Rams. They played well against the Bills on the road. I love what Marvin Harrison is doing there with their offense. So, yeah, I like the Cardinals +3. I could see them upsetting the Lions for sure. But the Lions are not as good on the road as they are at home. It is in a dome, but Arizona's off to a hot start, and their offense is humming right now. And I think they'll be able to take advantage of Detroit, just like Tampa did in this past game.
That was surprising too. I didn't see Tampa beating the Lions.
I mean, Tampa played them in the divisional game last year. It's not that like there was a lot of underdogs this week, but that was one game where I didn't touch that game personally until live, and I actually took the Lions winning margin, which they lost obviously. But just thinking about the Bucks, I mean they beat the Eagles in the playoffs. They played the Lions competitively. Same quarterback, same coach. Like I don't know why people were so low on them, but
yeah, it's kind of funny that Baker Mayfield leaves the Panthers, Sam Darnold leaves the Panthers, and they're basically
fucking disaster.
They're basically the number 1 and 2 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yeah, they're looking. Sam Darnold's been looking great. That's another good game, Houston, Minnesota, but we're not going to get into that.
No,
that's not one of my bets. That's probably a live bet for me.
Simon, you like the Falcons plus 3.5? Tell the people at home why it's that.
Yeah, so obviously we got a primetime game, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, Falcons in Atlanta. Obviously, everybody saw Atlanta beat Philly. What were your thoughts on that, Brady? Crazy game.
It was a crazy game. Saquon Barkley
shaking his head over there.
Saquon Barkley can't catch a ball to save his effing life. Now I can see why they kind of got rid of him. They should have won. Eagles should have won that game, but they didn't. So do I like this pick, Falcons plus 3.5? No, I don't, because I think Sunday night games, if you look at Kirk Cousins' track record, it's trash. Just a heads up. It's not good. Did you look at that?
Yeah, I know his primetime record isn't great.
It's garbage.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to win, but 3.5 means that they can lose by up to a field goal. So I like them. They're only getting – so most of the public or the average person is going to be relying on the Chiefs to cover, win that game on Sunday night. A lot of liability for the sports books. So you want to be on the side of the sports books, generally speaking.
Sure.
Primetime underdogs, 56%. With an 8% ROI since 2020.
What's ROI?
Return on investment.
I like that.
So return on your picks, you can call it ROP maybe.
Or RIP. Yeah, RIP.
RIP.
Yeah.
And Mahomes as a favorite of 3.5 or more is only 33 and 40 or 45% against the spread. So meaning covering that 3.5 number.
You think Kirk Cousins has a better game than Pat Mahomes?
No, I don't.
No.
But I think the Chiefs' injury to Pacheco, that's going to be a big deal. We'll see how they do with their running backs room. I think Rashee Rice has a big game. So if you want to take his player props.
Wait, is that Rashee Rice, the one that got arrested on the freeway?
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
Wait, what happened to that?
Wait, how about the entire Chiefs with like the Harrison Butker thing, and then they had a lot of problems.
Interesting. All right, moving on. Your 6-point teaser. What do you got? Give me what's this 1.5 under 6-point teaser? What do you got there?
Yeah. Do you know what a teaser is, Brady?
Yeah.
What is it? Can you explain it to the people?
It's when you're about to and and you hold out. No, I don't know what it is. Tell me.
I knew you didn't know. That's a great video right there. What is a teaser, David?
It's Sweiss.
Mark that one down.
I have no idea.
No, a teaser.
Actually, I appreciate you asking me that because one, I do not know.
A
and
teaser
two,
bet is what a lot of people get. I can't even use the word because we're not supposed to curse on this show.
You can curse.
Get fucked on.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, it's fine. It's your show.
Okay, so a teaser, right? So the Chargers are playing the Steelers. They're plus 1.5 point underdogs in Pittsburgh. Will be the Pittsburgh home opener. Bengals are playing on Monday Night Football. They are 7.5 point favorites over Washington. So to me, those lines don't look great. I don't love them. But if you tease them, you can get 6 points on each game. So what I'm recommending this week for my teaser of the week, Ray, if you want to lock it in right now, since you're probably on your phone, do it.
I'm writing this all down.
Chargers plus 7.5 and Bengals minus 1.5. Does that make sense to you what a teaser is, though, Brady? That I'm buying points up?
Still nothing.
Okay. The Chargers, let's take it one leg at a time. The Chargers are plus 1.5 against the Steelers. You understand what the spread is. So
right.
I'm buying 6 points, but I have to add another game in there
for
my bet to hit. Yeah.
Got you. So how do people at home do that if they're going to bet?
They go to whatever section up there on FanDuel or DraftKings or offshore or whatever.
And it doesn't say teaser?
Yeah, you click on
okay.
teaser button, yeah.
Okay, there you go. I would not have known that.
Make sure you get -110 for those teasers, though. That's the betting odds if you need a place to bet that. It's not on all books, so
Smart.
reach out to us. But we'll talk about the 2 games I like here and why I'm teasing them.
Sure.
Chargers +7.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 2-0 with your boy Justin Fields, Brady.
Look at that. Who knew? By the way, I knew, but that's fine.
Yeah, so Chargers obviously have looked great so far. The total for that game is pretty low. It's supposed to be like in the mid-30s. The Steelers can't score right now is the problem, and the Chargers don't have any weapons, and they have a very good defense.
They have amazing defense.
So I don't expect that many points. I see this game staying within a touchdown. I see the Chargers winning, but to be safe, I'm teasing the Chargers up to +7.5. And the Bengals are pretty easy at -1.5. They're playing Washington at home. They're 0-2, but they were close to beating the Chiefs. As usual, they always play them well.
Right.
T. Higgins might play here. The Bengals' other receivers look pretty good. So I love this as my teaser of the week here. Chargers and Bengals. Bengals to win, but just bringing it down below that key number of 7, which is a touchdown.
Right.
And then the Chargers moving that up above a touchdown, which would call a long teaser. So the key numbers of field goal and a touchdown, 3 and 7. You want to get through those numbers because those are like the highest highest numbers that end in like the win percentage, not win percentage. Now I'm not making any sense to you.
Yeah, you lost me, but that's okay. People at home
3 and 7
you.
are the key numbers in the NFL. So,
Okay.
So the highest frequency of games end at those numbers.
Interesting. Okay, and what do you like for the last one? Take it home, Simon. What do you have for the people?
There's 2 more actually. The last one I'll keep it quick. Giants Browns under 38.5. What are your thoughts on Daniel Jones?
I don't like him.
Did you see he shaved his beard?
He did. Why is that? Do you think it's a superstitious thing?
Yeah, I don't know. He's an interesting guy.
He's a weird dude.
You know they didn't allow a touchdown to Washington and lost. They kicked like 6 field goals. Or 7 field goals.
Sounds like them.
But here's why I like the under. So the Browns offense is not in great shape either. They have two of their best offensive linemen are out, and then one of their pass blocking guys is terrible. Nick Chubb is still out. I don't know if you remember him. He got injured last year on the Steelers. And Deshaun Watson ranks 31st in passing success rate.
He actually had
ahead of only Bo Nix. So he's having a pretty rough start.
That's not good. He needs to go get it massaged out.
The Giants, as you saw, I mean, they played Washington okay, but they only scored 18 points. Malik Neighbors actually looked pretty good, and Daboll's a good coach, but Daniel Jones is a disaster.
Yeah, you need a new quarterback.
So under 38.5, that number might move. So for guys like Ray out there who might ask me again on Sunday for the picks,
wow,
I would take this now.
Wow.
Take the under 38.5 Giants Browns bet to hammer. And then for our last bet to hammer, it's a funky one. You might not like this. Probably not going to like it.
I don't understand this one.
Panthers, Raiders over 39.5 points, buying a half a point there to get under the key number of 40.
You like that? Really?
Did you see the Raiders offense this week?
Yeah, it was not bad.
It was pretty good against Baltimore on the road.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if you're putting Andy Dalton in with the Panthers, they still have an offensive line that's trash.
They can't be worse than what they were with Bryce Young.
So you like the Raiders, though?
No, I like the over total.
You like the over total. Okay.
Do you not? You don't like the Red Rifle?
I'm still trying to figure out your teaser.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
The teaser. But yes, the Raiders, they had a great second half against the Ravens, put up a lot of points. I kind of like their offense with
Minshew?
Brock Bowers and Minshew and Devontae.
By the way, don't sleep on
terrible.
Bowers and our boy Dylan Laube, right? Our guy Dylan Laube playing for the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to be okay. They're probably a 9-win team this year.
They're like 5.5 point favorites over the Panthers, but I do think that this Panthers offense, Dave Canales, the head coach, like he is an offensive guy, number one. Number two, it can't get worse than what you're doing with Bryce Young. And number three, like the Panthers played the Saints, right, who clearly are playing really well right now.
Right.
And then the Chargers, who have a great defense. So
who knew the Saints only needed
the Raiders' defense is not like anything, crazy good. So 39.5, I mean, that's a low number. That would be 21-20 game, something like that, or 24-20. We'll get the over there. So I see the Panthers putting up some points this week, not necessarily winning, but the Raiders' offenses look good. So I can see them carrying it, and then Andy Dalton could do some stuff where if they go down by a lot, he starts throwing the ball. He's a pro. Like we don't need him to score. If they score 14 points, and the Raiders have 27, I could see it being getting over that number.
Do the Panthers go get Cam Newton again?
Wasn't he with the Dolphins?
No, I heard he was at Panthers practice too.
Interesting.
Either way, I don't see him playing for.
Those are
another
my
team.
picks for now, but
Sure.
we do a lot of live betting, Brady. So I'm gonna try to teach you how to do that.
Wait, you're gonna help me do that? Because I think I asked you and you were like,
I don't know if I gave that reaction, David, but
it's pretty close. But I do like your bets to hammer, and I'm still trying to figure that teaser, but I'm going to figure it out as we go during the week. Because guess what? Ray's not going to bother you, but I will. Because I will be gambling, because I'll be watching all these games with you or with him or with whoever else wants to watch them.
Well, what are your thoughts? I want to hear before we close up here.
Sure.
On your Chicago Bears offensive line. I don't know if you guys talked about it because I got here a little late.
Well, I wanted to ask you, but I know you're on a time crunch. So my Chicago Bears, how do I feel about them with our offensive line going into Indianapolis? The line is -1. It's -1 for the Colts. Colts -1.
Yeah.
I was like,
actually, I'm reading the sharp play is the Bears, meaning like it's the right play to take in this game.
I think the Bears win. I think they
Ugly
win,
game, though.
but I think it's going to be nasty. I think it's going to be Caleb Williams running for his life. The offensive line has to block better than what they
you
did.
need Keenan Allen back.
I mean, literally every offensive lineman looked like they all just like were trying to find their keys on the ground. It was awful. It did.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. What were you to say?
I was going to ask you about, before we close, the other team in the division. I got some bets on them having a better record than the Bears, the Green Bay Packers, who just played the Colts.
Yep.
And we just ran all over them. So maybe you guys can run over them too.
Who are the Packers playing?
Tennessee and Will Levis.
Nice. Give me the Packers all day.
Will Levis is an embarrassment to the league. Did you see his head coach? What was going on with that?
I like it. He was yelling at him on the sidelines, yelling at him, saying, "You can't effing do that. What are you doing?" Right? And Will Levis literally gave up
the head
3.
Coach hates him.
He gave up 3 points, and Will Levis loves to throw the ball before he gets sacked.
They've been off the first two weeks. I mean, Will Levis,
I like his head coach because he's honest. I want a head coach that goes out there and goes, "We play like ass." And our offensive line played like ass. Like
our quarterback's an idiot.
And Eberflus goes out there and he's like, "Listen, this is our procedure, and this is what we do, and we believe in our procedure." No one cares, dude. Give it to me straightforward. You know what I mean?
You were really into that Bears game Sunday night.
I was, dude.
You get really into it.
I do. I love the Bears.
They did
dude.
cover.
I love the Bears. I grew up with the Bears. All right, I love them.
The Bears.
Not Bears. That's your bets to hammer. Sweiss, we always love you coming in here and giving us your picks. Ray and I are going to pay attention to it very closely. Do you have a little teaser, maybe a game that you didn't mention that you could give the people just a little, right? Just a little, right? Just a little something that you can give to the people at home.
Yeah.
That you like, that you wouldn't usually give to people like Ray and I.
Not an official play yet, but
What do you have?
Broncos. If we can get it at +7 against Tampa. Interesting, right? I know.
I mean, that's when I feel like you're going to sweat your balls off on that one.
The thing is, Bo Nix has thrown the ball a lot more than the other quarterbacks. That's why he's thrown a lot of picks. It's tough as a rookie, but I really I trust Sean Payton. It's a lot of points.
Really?
And the Bucs have been rated the second luckiest team so far, which matters. Luck does change the other way.
Yeah.
And I think, I like Denver. That's a big number there. But Bo Nix also started his career against Seattle and Pittsburgh. I mean, those are not easy teams, defenses.
I mean, defensive wise, but offensive, they're garbage.
Well, he doesn't play against the offense.
Yeah, it's a good point. Do you have anything else for the people at home, Sweiss?
No. I mean, if you we got our live betting AI bot has been crushing it. So we do a lot of winning margins and crazy stuff, but we make a lot of money. And
where do people find you how do they find you, Ray? What's your handle?
You just call me Ray?
I mean,
I wish I was as good looking as Ray.
Wow, that's a compliment. Hey, we're turning the corner.
Ray.
See, I set you
shout
up.
out Lola.
I set you up for that.
It's
been a long day.
Where can they follow us?
Yeah, Sweiss, obviously you can follow us on Make Vegas Pay. Where can people follow you on your personal so they can get on the Discord, all that good stuff?
Yeah, so, I mean, I have an m.v.p. Sweiss Instagram, but follow us on Make Vegas Pay, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of the above.
TikTok, we're not banned anymore.
We had TikTok is interesting.
You can't say, well, it's fine. We're not going to say it. But
and shout out.
it starts with Ippers on there.
Shout out to my counterpart, Mr. Andres Perez,
Yes.
who you finally met.
Yep.
Guys crushing it with his picks, especially primetime.
Yep.
NFL primetime Perez.
Not so much NCAA, but that's okay. But
Well,
you know, we had a good time. That's fine.
He's doing his thing with college.
He
A
is.
lot of shitty games, but we got some better matchups coming up here. So
Yep. I did. By the way, our picks were very close on college. Very like
The Rudy. What happened to the Rudy pick?
Rudy pick of the day did win.
The Rudy pick of the day.
Yeah.
I like that segment.
It's a good segment. Archie Manning, by the way, I don't know if you saw this. He beat Tyreek Hill in miles per hour running down the field for breakaway tackle. Just so you know, look it up. You think I'm lying? It's true. Sweiss, if you have nothing else for the people at home, I've been Brady Matthews. You can follow me Brady Matthews Comedy or Brady Matthews 13 on TikTok. And anything else for the people at home?
No, let's have a big week 3 here. I hope that we can be up again because the public was down bad. So if you want to get right from last week, join our Discord.
I like that. Good dismount. I've been Brady Matthews. That's been Sweiss. That's been Make Vegas Pay. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.
Simon Weiss. Simon Weiss. Simon Weiss. His face. Simon. His face.